Okay, hi, it's me, Dreamweaver. I thought I'd get a video record of this hair of mine. Okay, how can I put this? I was less than happy at certain points of the latter part of last week with my hair. And so I don't know if I'm not doing the curly girl method the right way. So I had two strand twisted it, but then when I took the strand, the twist out, my hair just, it was still dry on the end. So maybe what I'll start doing is more of the co-washing on a daily basis. My hair, I found this out back when we had Jerry curls were popular, and everybody, come on, in the 80s, everybody had a Jerry curl. Let's not even pretend here. And I grew some hella hair when I had the Jerry curls. And what I noticed the most was that the hair was highly moisturized, and so that made sense. The moisturized hair grew like weeds. So I don't know. I mean, I know why I stopped doing a Jerry curl, because it fell out of favor. But anyway, back to this today's hair. So I was less than happy last week. It looked kind of dry and straw-like, and so I stopped using the L'Oreal Ever Slick or Forever Slick or whatever the name of it is, and I actually purchased a bottle of all things VO5, the natural. It's either VO5 or Suave Naturals. I don't remember which one. Everybody on YouTube land was raving about it in the beginning of their curly girl journey, and so I jumped on that bandwagon. I already had the Treseme's, but I finished up the Everslick, Everclear, whatever it's called, and I started on that. And so I did a co-wash with the VO5 slash Suave Naturals, and I used the Tresemme as a leave-in conditioner, which actually felt really good last night. Here we are in Florida, where it's supposed to be, this is supposed to be the beginning of our dry season. And what happened? All of a sudden it started raining. I'm like, where did all this rain and humidity come from? I was so looking forward to the drier season to see if how my hair would react during this curly girl. And what happened? It turned into a big, fluffy, wiry, dry looking cloud just floating around my hair. And even though today I can't quite tell if it looks any better, but it's not as fuzzy, not as dry looking. And so last night what I did is, like I said, I did the conditioner, I did the Tresemme leave-in, and I did something I don't normally do, and I usually hate doing this with shea butter. I usually hate putting shea butter in my hair. And so but I did it this time. I like Mountain Rose herbs. This is their unrefined organic. I cannot remember how much it cost. It was £1. It's actually very, very good, very creamy. And I usually, in the past, when I tried shea butter, my hair didn't like it. It seemed to attract every speck of dirt and dust around, and maybe that was because I was using it on my locks when I first started locking, and I think the shea butter acted too much like beeswax in that it helped seal it and helped with the lock, but again it attracted every bit of dirt and dust. And when in the beginning you don't wash your locks a lot because you're waiting for them to lock, and so maybe that was where I had a really bad experience with the shea butter. But again, last night I was desperate. I looked at the Tresemme. I put as much Tresemme as I could stand in my hair as a leave-in, and it was a good amount, but my hair tends to just suck it up. It seems like the more I put in there, the more it sucks up. So what I did is I grabbed some shea butter, and I put some of that in it, and I also bought a jar of the, oh my gosh, the smoothie curl enhancer stuff that I think has shea or has cocoa butter in it. And I put some of that, not a lot, just so I put just a little bit, and I rubbed it all through my hair, and then I put a plastic bag on my head, and I went to bed. Well, not just with the plastic bag, but I put the plastic bag on my head. I have one of those slick scarves that I got from Sally's. I don't, of course, don't have it near me right now, but I wrapped that around my hair on top of the plastic bag, and then I have this other little cap that you can wear if you're working out and you want to put your little ponytail through the back. And so I put the tail end of the scarf through that, and I went to bed with that. And you would think that was hot, and it didn't start getting hot on my head or to the point where it was uncomfortable until it was time for me to wake up, luckily. So anyway, so I took that off, and my hair was looking pretty good. And so I originally had it parted in the center, but I'm not a center part girl. It just, to me, it makes me look like Mrs. Pac-Man. Maybe it's because I'm plump. Who knows? But I did not feel like doing the Mrs. Pac-Man today, and so I parted it on the side where you can, of course, see all my grays. Woohoo! But you know what? I'm 49 years old. I ain't ashamed. So hey, you either gray, and and this is an old color job. I think the last time I colored it was for my birthday in August. And so I usually, like I said in my other video, I only color once or twice a year just because it is very harsh and very drying. And I like the color. I like to just play with color. So this is it's called Ferrari Red was this one. So I really dig it. But anyway, back to these curls. So I took the cap off this morning, and at first I was kind of skeptical because it was humid again this morning. And I thought, well, crap. I just went through all this and I'm going to look like caca throughout the day. But the surprising thing is even though some of it, like up here, that crown area, it looked fuzzy, but it felt really soft, and it's not a lot of. I have a little bit of I'm sorry, I'm cooking sausages in the oven, and I don't want it to buzz off while I'm talking, and so it only feels like I have a little bit of light oil on my hair. I felt worse. And so it actually doesn't feel too bad. And this is pretty much how I went to work. No bow. I usually have like hair things in my hair and little flowers. And I try to decorate my hair and wear big earrings and girly up, my thing. But it is what it is. And as you can see, I did not shave my enormous amount of hair. Trust me, by tomorrow, before I come home, this is going to be gone because I can't stand it. But this is what my hair looks like. With the Tresemme and the smoothie curl stuff and a little dab of shea butter. So I'm going to just spin around and give it a shot. I don't even know what the back looks like. So here's the side view. And then here's the back view. I hope I'm still in camera range. And then here's the other side. And so that is that. Like I said, I believe this is week 4 of the Curly Girl, but I'm gonna do a rewind and say it's gonna be week 3, and I'm just gonna start really doing the Curly Girl method as it is outlined in the book. Later on, once I get it going, I'm gonna try some of the stretching. Ooh, hold on a minute. Oops. That is so ghetto. I apologize profusely. That was just like not even right. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. And what I'm going to do now, it's about 10 o'clock in the evening. So I think I'm just going to jump in the shower and do a quick rinse out and maybe apply some more of the conditioner in my hair. But now that I'm like deep into my hair, I can feel the curls. So maybe that's what I should do is like really use the Tresemme. Look at that as a can you see that? No. I don't know if you can see it. Use the Tresemme as a leave-in and make sure I get some of that curl smooth enhancing stuff in it, and see what I can do. And I'm sorry guys, I am not a videographer. I have absolutely no freaking idea what I'm doing here. I'm just videotaping and yammering away. I've always been a talker, a communicator. Usually I'm more of a writer than a talker, but I have certainly embraced my talkative side through these videos. So please excuse me. Feel free to don't even think, skip by me if I bore you or if you think I'm just totally insane. But I've got this fractal 4 C, whatever the heck that means, texture hair, and I am just doing the best I can, and hopefully, hey, it is what it is, and toodles and good night.